So how valuable is networking when it comes to being a business owner? I know it's something as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you're thinking about whether it's going to add value, whether it's going to be for coaching or mentoring, or whether it is for referrals. So today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about my experience of networking while I'm sitting outside in a lovely hotel Mandeville in Bond Street in London. I'm sitting here waiting to go into a new networking group that actually does face-to-face networking, and it's going to be an interesting experience. A lot of the networking that I've been doing since COVID has been online. So we've been on a Zoom call, going into breakout rooms. I'm part of a group called The Connective, which is a US company, a US networking group, and it's been great for getting referrals and building up relationships that can help me and are able to help my business grow. So as I said, I wanted to break that down a little bit into what is the value for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. So for me, networking is primarily for creating relationships, building relationships, and building solid connections with people so that they're able to understand what you do, why you do it sometimes, and also how you help their clients. And that is primarily for being able to get referrals. As I said, I'm part of a group called The Connective, which is an amazing group of individuals or business owners, entrepreneurs, and sometimes in the group people have bought from us, and then sometimes in other cases people have referred us to people in their network. And as I say, that is for me the primary reason for networking. Now, is it worth my time? I think if you think about it very basically, is it going to make you money from networking? I think in the right group, with the right values and the right people, it can definitely bring revenue in. And if you're paying for a fee to be part of that group and you're covering those expenses and maybe more, making a profit on it, is a very simple idea. Is that actually going to make you money in the long run? Primarily, that's and bolts of it. But there is an element, and this is what I'm expecting from this group called BIP 100, which I'm expecting there to be a real cross section of business owners and entrepreneurs. And I know they do stuff online. I mean, as I said, I'm in a face-to-face lunch that I'm going to be going to later on. But it is primarily for the reason of connecting with the right people. But part of that, I think, part of this group that I'm talking to is that there will be an element of coaching or mentoring, advice, masterminding that is going to hopefully help me grow as a person, as a business owner. You need to think about what you want to achieve from this group that you want to join. So you might be looking at different groups and you need to think, is it mainly referral based, the relationships that you're building? Is there going to be coaching, mentoring, masterminding? One of the great values of masterminding is that you're in a group of people that are similar level or hopefully even further ahead of you, that they're able to share their insights and share what works for them, and you can get over humps and problems really quickly, really effectively with that support from mastermind groups. Because mastermind groups often are less than 10 people, I would say 5 or 6 people usually, and in that, as I say, people are further ahead of you and they can give you hints, tips, strategies, tactics on how to be able to grow your business. So when you're looking at that group, if you're looking to do it, I would say work out what they offer and work out also what your goal is of being part of that group. As I said, they can be referrals, they can be networking, they can be building relationships, they also can be coaching, mentoring, masterminding. So I want to just answer that question that I started with. Is networking a worthwhile exercise for business growth? And I would say absolutely. I would say choosing, curating the right group with the right group of people, understanding what the group stands for, what they are promoting, mastermind and coaching, referrals. If you understand what the group is and the value, I would say it's absolutely an amazing way of being able to grow your business. Time. So I've come out of the networking event that I've just been to, and there's things I wanted to reflect about. So I thought I would jump here and add this part of the video content. So for me, this group was a really good group of people that was a balance between a referral connection partnership idea, but also a bit of a mastermind as well. So we all had time together, and we would all have maybe 3 or 4 minutes to talk about things that we wanted to elevate, wanted to promote, and things that we're stuck with. And it was really interesting. We talked about different aspects of marketing and paid ads and things that we are thinking about. And there were some really good ideas, some really valuable insights that people gave me. And it started making me think, so this video is all about networking and the importance of it. And so for me, I think that networking is a necessity for a business owner. So if that's something you want to do, I think I would encourage you to be doing it, because I think it's a super way of being able to build relationships, long-term relationships with people, and be able to develop those that can then lead to partnerships, collaborations, referrals. So if you're sitting there and maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a consultant, maybe you have a business and you're thinking, how am I able to grow that business? I would consider networking as one of your channels, not your only channel. I know a lot of businesses, someone I learned today was a referral-based business for 90% of their clients, which is great if that's your model. But I would use networking only as part of the story, not the only story. And that's probably the conclusion I've made from going to networking groups, going to this one today, which was a face-to-face one, which I really enjoyed the idea of having a face-to-face conversation. A lot of my stuff is done on Zoom, which is a fantastic way of being able to connect with people. But there's something different about seeing the whites in their eyes, seeing them really think and connect with people in that way. So if you're interested in networking, find the groups that fit your purpose, and you can find that on the websites, having conversations with the owners of the networking groups, because you need to find the ones that fit you, that suit your ambition, your age group, the demographics. What are those groups that you're going to find the most value from, and really connect with them? And don't just think about it as take, you need to be able to give as well in these relationships. So think when you're in a networking group and you hear someone, how can you help them? It's not just a, I'm going to take this. So make sure that you've got an open mindset of giving first, and then you'll build those relationships where you'll be able to ask for something, a relationship, a referral, and that is the way of being able to do it. That's really my conclusion. Do networking. Make it part of your referral network, some part of your marketing channels. I would say don't make it your only one, and also think about doing it as a giving service, and a gift to the part of the networking, not just think about how I'm going to take and how I'm going to get those relationships for yourself. So thank you very much for joining me. It's a bit of a different episode we've had today. A little bit of me out and about. If you're enjoying this sort of content, hit me up in the comments. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please do follow if you're enjoying this type of content. I can do more of it if it's something that you guys are enjoying more of. Thank you very much. This is Business Growth Talks, and I'm Mark Hayward. See you in the next one.